And joining me now to talk more about this, Kevin Mandia. He's the president of the computer security firm FireEye. And we have former House Intelligence Chairman, CNN national security commentator Mike Rogers. So, Kevin, explain to us exactly what encryption is and also why ISIS appears to be so much better at this and why ISIS is really stumping the U.S. and allies.
Well, whenever it comes to espionage, there's always been a little spy versus spy. Every new technology, if it can allow surreptitious communications, it's going to be adopted by bad guys. So there's a whole bunch of advocates out there saying it's important to have privacy. We need encryption that's unbreakable. But for the 10% or 5% or how many people are innately bad people or innately evil or innately ideologically opposed to what America stands for, obviously encryption can be used to have surreptitious communications, and we just can't pierce anonymity behind these people, nor can we be privy to their movements or their intentions. So it's just another tool in the tool bag.
It is another tool. All right, Congressman, you were chairman of the House Intel Committee. You know a lot about this. Put this into context for us. How much does ISIS's use of encryption hinder the intel gathering that's so essential for the U.S.?
Well, it's not just ISIS, it's all of the bad actors that our intelligence community and law enforcement track. And it's getting more and more serious. We debated this, Brianna, for years about this notion of going dark. And it's been very difficult to get policymakers caught up to what the real threat is. I was encouraged to see Director Comey today lay it out in very clear terms. This is a big and growing problem. So you have tech companies who are making, rightly so, the case about privacy. This is about privacy. At the same time, they're creating a system that would not allow law enforcement or intelligence to stop violent acts, either of terrorism or criminal acts here in the United States or around the world. This is a debate we're going to have, and it is having serious consequences. They call it going dark. And that's exactly what they're seeing happen, and I think why you saw the director of the FBI so concerned today.
Kevin, I want to ask you about these two giant computer failures, these meltdowns that we saw today. United Airlines, the New York Stock Exchange. We're being told by the U.S. government nothing nefarious here, but how can they be so sure? Might it take some time to determine that positively?
Well, it may take time, but in general, when you're a site as prominent as the New York Stock Exchange or any of the airlines, you rely on availability of data. Anytime you go dark like this, it's either a hardware problem, a software problem, or a security problem. And your goal is to triage that very, very quickly. And it could be all three mixed. But at the end of the day, just observing this from the outside, as coincidence as it seems, I think it really was just a coincidence that these things happen on the same day. Every day there are companies going down by accident with a hardware or software glitch. But these are just very prominent organizations that went off the grid today.
All right, Kevin Mandia, Congressman Mike Rogers, also our CNN contributor. Thanks so much to both of you for giving us some comments.